It's a free agency and trade period thread, so it's sort of open for discussion. So long as nobody does anything that gets them in trouble with the mods, of course. If the injury risk is as similar to Jack Steven, who has arguably better numbers, then he shouldn't even be worth an Unstoppable born around 9 to 11 Unbreakable graduating during a pandemic Unstoppable shirt. There is no guarantee that he'll be able to play again. Ignore my flair with this comment, but say Dusty had only played 11. Would you say his value plummets, or would you base his value on his best still? Danaher at his best, 2 years ago, was worth 5 plus 9. I'd absolutely say his value plummets. The best ability is availability. Unstoppable born around 9 to 11 Unbreakable graduating during a pandemic Unstoppable shirt. Tank top. V-neck. Ladies tee for men and women. Unstoppable born around 9 to 11 Unbreakable graduating during a pandemic Unstoppable shirt. Tank top. V-neck. Plummets might be a strong word, but you paid 2 first-rounders for Shield last year. If it were a first-rounder across the next 2 years, I'd say that's probably a fair trade. 2 firsts this year is too much. The only reason I can see them justifying 2 first-rounders is that he's contracted and they don't want to lose him. I would say if Dusty had surgery and still couldn't get himself on the track, his trade value would decline. Yes. I think it's gonna be an argument of Essendon saying, and Sydney saying, well, this is what he currently is. And I tend to side with the later. Dunno if this means anything, but Brett Ratton was just on my plane from Adelaide to Melbourne. Official Unstoppable born around 9 to 11 Unbreakable graduating during a pandemic Unstoppable. Sweatshirt. Hoodie. Sweatshirt. No. But he looked really concerned I was going to communicate with him. I wish I had spent the Unstoppable born around 9 to 11 Unbreakable graduating during a pandemic Unstoppable shirt. Geelong would then try trade to Freo. They're not letting him go for pennies, but they're also gonna avoid the draft. Geelong will get a deal done 100%. The only question will be how little are they willing to take and from whom. I think so too. I still feel like WCE needs more power from draft to see what they do. No club outside WA will draft him because he needs to return home for family reasons. So if he goes into the draft, you're left with Freo and WCE as clubs that will draft him. Other product.